Elijah Moore was drafted 34th overall by the New York Jets in the 2021 NFL Draft. Standing approximately 5 foot 10 inches, weighing in at 178 pounds, Elijah Moore is typically attributed to being a potentially great slot receiver at the next level. His ability as a route runner has developed over his time at Ole Miss, and one of the hallmarks of this last season was his ability to execute the double move. In this particular video, we're going to go ahead and look at Elijah Moore's ability in these double move routes, and we're going to look at it through a player problem solver lens. We're going to look at his ability more holistically in terms of its compatibility with the overall problem on the field. How well did he adapt to the situation as it unfolded? Did he satisfy the task demands that were given to him? And then we're going to look a little bit deeper at the actual execution of his route and really take a look at how his particular techniques adapted to the moment-by-moment changes in the play as the problem unfolded. All right, so here we go. Week 3, Ole Miss is on the road at Alabama. It's a tight game. 3rd and 8. They're on their own 28. Ole Miss is driving. They're currently in a gun right, tight right, 1-by-3 formation. And as you can see, Elijah Moore is here. He's the number 2 receiver into the boundary. And what we're going to see on this play is that Alabama is in a kind of quarters or matchup man type coverage. What we're going to see from Elijah Moore is that he's going to be running what can best be described as a slant-go route. And let's go ahead and take a look at this and then have a quick discussion. All right, no doubt that's an outstanding play by Elijah Moore, but let's go ahead and look a little bit deeper in terms of the problem that he was asked to solve. First of all, did he solve it correctly? Did he solve it with great timing? The answer here is unequivocally yes. If you notice you have this underneath defender as well as this over-the-top defender, Elijah Moore's in a unique situation where he's going to have to manipulate both of these guys in terms of the movements that he produces on the field. And he shows a great awareness and understanding of these two defenders and their responsibilities by doing this right here. And that's a little bit hard to see. We'll see this in a moment, but if we zoom in right here, he's showing every indication that he's going to be running some type of out route before going into the slant route. In other words, he's showing this particular defender here. He's manipulating 3 defenders all at once. He's manipulating this corner in terms of showing that he might go outside. This helps this other complementary route get open for the curl, and then he begins to attack right here on the slant route. This slant route, in terms of the body language, posture, gives all those visual indications as well as his gaze to the safety that he's going to be potentially getting this ball right here. Obviously, he doesn't. He hits the brakes and cuts upfield. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit closer on this route so we can see it in a little bit more detail. So again, here he comes off the line of scrimmage. As you can tell, he's getting to the depth of the linebacker, and notice how he throws this fake to the outside. This fake right here is going to help this complementary route get open, and it's also going to manipulate that defender, that cornerback on the outside as well, in terms of destabilizing his commitment to covering this defender. It's outstanding that he has the wherewithal in terms of coverage to do this. And notice then as he begins to flip his hips and get inside, his visual gaze and shoulders are telling the defender, that's the safety over the top, that he's looking for the slant. Just as the slant route is particularly coming to an end, this defender is trying to creep up potentially to make a play. Boom. He hits it, flips his hips, and gets upfield. Notice that this defender is automatically beat. He's got the actual hips of the defender turned, and now it's off to the races to the end zone. And right here at the end of the play, I want you to notice how he catches this ball, does a great job of protecting himself. Even though this was a dangerous hit by the opponent, I want you to notice how he shows the wherewithal to be aware of this, protect the ball and himself by lowering his shoulder and turning away from the collision. It was still a very big hit. He holds on to the ball, which is incredible, and gives his team the edge over Alabama on this play. All right, so here we go. It's week 6 at Vanderbilt on the road a little later in the season. It's the first quarter. It's 14-0. They're on Vandy's 36-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From a tactical standpoint, this is an area of field where teams typically take a shot downfield, and Ole Miss will certainly take a shot on this play. And Ole Miss is currently in a gun left, tight left, 3-by-1 set. And if you notice the number 1 receiver, which is Elijah Moore, he's up here to the field side. Vanderbilt is sitting right now in what can best be described as a quarters type coverage. They have the number one receiver, Elijah Moore, locked up man-to-man, and the remaining part of the coverage is covering these three defenders because of the trips formation into the sideline. So let's go ahead and let this play run. Let's take a look at this slant and go, and let's see how Elijah Moore shows an understanding of sensitivity to the coverage that will really pay big dividends at the next level. All right, so let's pick it up right here. Clearly, from the standpoint of a problem solver lens, we know that he has a good understanding of the coverage. He realizes that he is in a man matchup situation. He realizes this defender is going to have him one-on-one. Notice how he's showing every indication that he's going vertical. This is going to destabilize the defender's intentions or abilities to act in a particular way because the defender doesn't know exactly what's going to happen. Notice at the top, he goes ahead and he rips off this inside gaze and shoulder placement, showing the defender, again, every informational signal that he's going to be getting the ball on a slant route. Notice how the defender's immediately reacting upfield to go ahead and potentially collision this route and maybe even make a play to prevent Elijah Moore from getting the first down. But Elijah Moore, again, showing this indication, he stops and gets immediately upfield. As he gets upfield and this play progresses, I want you to notice how he does a great job coupling his movement to the trajectory of the football, meaning he's tracking the ball well. He ends up catching the ball wonderfully. Great basket catch. And notice how he does a great job making sure that the defender is on his back. We call this stacking the defender. He does a great job making sure the defender is on his back. He immediately turns away to protect the football, protect any opportunity for the defender to make a play or jostle the ball out, and make sure he's into the end zone for a score. These types of little details, the idea that he was able to indicate slant route, the idea that he was able to show multiple levels of deceptive movement, as well as at the catch point, stacking the defender and protecting the ball through the collision for the touchdown, are things that are going to translate well at the next level.